either use it if it's singular and they if it's plural, because they could work could work both ways with people and like non-living things or inhuman entities like animals. So the car, we can say it, since it's one car. We don't have cars here or three cars or anything that indicates that this is a plural object. A picture, A indicates like one thing, one picture. A picture was taken last autumn. So a picture is also an object. It's not a living thing. It's not human. It's not a human being. So we either use it or they. Since it's in its singular form, then we're definitely going for it. There you have it, guys. Let's move on to the next type of pronouns. Up next, we got object pronouns, and these pronouns could place a person or a thing that is acted upon or that receives the action of the verb in the sentence. So do you still remember subject, verb, object? Let me remind you of that. The boy ate an apple. The boy is the doer. He's the subject. Ate is the verb. What is he doing? He's eating, or he ate actually in the past. What did he eat? What did he eat? What we can say is, well, the boy ate an apple. So that's the thing that he ate, the thing that received the action of the verb. We call it object. Now we can replace this object with one of the pronouns. The boy ate, since it's an apple and it's not a human being, it's a thing, we can say the boy ate it. Ate it. Okay, here we have like further examples. So let's go over these and discuss each one separately. We got, like, we'll see this recurring in all of the pronouns. We got singular pronouns and plural pronouns, and in this term we got object pronouns that are singular and object pronouns that are plural. Now the object pronouns that are singular are me, you, him, her, it. Object pronouns that are plural are us, you, and them. Now object pronouns are those pronouns that receive the action in a sentence. They are me, you, him, her, us, them, and whom. Any noun receiving an action in the sentence, like these pronouns, is an object. That's the rule. To explain the concept of an object pronoun, here is me again calling Chang for the second time, and press play. Ni hao Chang, all is good? How are you? What's wrong, man? Hey, stop it. Don't blame me. I didn't do it. It was her. Yeah, her. The girl whom I don't like. She was involved in the accident. Her dad knows nothing about her. Maybe you should tell him. I could swear this family is nothing but trouble. I see them fighting over everything all the time. It's insane. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about that, but I didn't want to complain. It seems like the girl and her father want us to apologize. The audacity. So there you have it. This is our video. And it gave us like various examples on these pronouns that we just discussed. So for me, I mentioned something about don't blame me. We say whom to blame. We ask whom to blame, and the answer is me. You should tell him. It's an object that is receiving the action of the verb, tell. It was her. Whom was it? It was her. I didn't do it. Do what? It. They want us. They want us. See how each pronoun is like following or is preceded by a verb, like there's a verb before it. I didn't tell you. There's a verb here, tell. I see them. So each pronoun is preceded by a verb, which means these pronouns are receiving the action of the verb. We call them object pronouns. We're almost done here. We still have like one more pronoun and we're done. But before we jump into the third pronoun, let's check if we have mastered these skills. Now I'm going to ask you to complete each sentence with the correct object pronoun. And here's your clue. Andy and Bill, my mother, your Uncle Joe, Jim's father, Mr. Williams, my parents, the Millers, Jean and I, our dogs, the city Boston, the boys and I, the little girl. Let's try to eliminate these nouns and replace them with the proper object pronoun. Remember, object pronoun. We bought birthday gifts for. What can we replace Andy and Bill with? For 2 people. I'm not involved. So it's either. We actually have one option only. Try to think about it. Well, you got it correct. It's them. How about my mother? I carried the groceries inside for a female. So, for her. Your Uncle Joe. Now, the sentence starts with, we weren't sure. So we asked, what can you replace your Uncle Joe? One person, a male. So him fits perfectly here. How about Jim's father? That blue sweater belongs to. Oh, so it applies to Jim's father as well. It's like exactly the same as the previous noun, which is both a male and a singular entity, like one person only. So we say him. Him fits perfectly. How about Mr. Williams, also a male and also one person? I took a tuna casserole to him. My parents. Now my parents, like my mom and dad, two people. And I'm not involved here. Like, I didn't say my parents and I. So be careful. When I'm not involved, there are pronouns that I'm not supposed to use, like us, for example. I cannot use this pronoun. These are subject pronouns. So the only pronoun that has to do with me being involved with a group of people is us. I cannot use us, and I cannot use the singular pronouns as well, because we have like two people involved here. My parents, two people. So what is the perfect pronoun that replaces my parents? Asked them. Excellent. The Millers, like the family. So that means we're talking about more than one person. Everyone in the neighborhood respects them as well. Jean and I. Oh, here I'm involved. I. Helen looked everywhere for. There you have it. Us. Our dogs. More than one dog. And I'm not involved. It's not like our dogs and I. We didn't do that. So only our dogs. We're talking about them. The city Boston. It's a city, a place, not a person. Okay, and it's one city only. So one place. The city Boston. I have always really wanted to visit. Do we use it or them? Yep, it is. Now the boys and I. There weren't any cookies left for us. So now you're mastering it. Good job. The little girl, one female, singular female. That woman took a cookie from. Do we say her, him, or them? Remember, she's a girl and she's only one person. Good job. Her. You did really great, guys. Let's move on to the last type of pronouns. Now we got into the possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns, they imply possession, ownership of something. When you have something that belongs to you, for example, there is a book inside your backpack that belongs to you. So when someone tries to take it away from you, you would say like, this is mine, this is my book. Okay, there are like different ways of saying that this book belongs to me. Either by saying it's mine, or either by saying this is my book. It depends on the context. Let's look at the pronouns that we got here that imply possession. We got her, his, its, our, their, hers, theirs, your, yours, ours, whose,